My grandfather, as a matter of fact, he didn't play. He didn't all that joking and keying.
Yeah.
Wasn't him.
He wasn't about that. My grandfather didn't like for you to thump somebody on the head. It said you make them thick-headed and they wouldn't learn. His brother thumped me. So he thumped me again. And I kept, stop. I said, stop, Uncle Oliver. He thumped me again. Now you talk about real matter of fact. My grandfather ain't bull jive.
Yeah.
I heard my grandfather get up out the bed. My grandfather came out there and looked him dead in his eye. He said, if you thump that boy one more time, I'll blow your brains out. My uncle got in the car and never came back. When my grandfather died, he wouldn't even go into church. So that's kind of how we grew. That's kind of how we grew up. Is that just be honest with someone, and then my grandmother, like I said, raised to do what she did to raise her 9, and then take my mom's 3, and to get us out. And because the greatest compliment that my grandmother, it wasn't that she had 2 boys, 2 grandboys that played in the NFL. The greatest compliment my grandmother received is that, Mary, you did an unbelievable job with those boys. When old people get things in their head, they can't let it go. My brother and I, we're in the NFL, and we're at the height, we're making millions. We would give my grandmother money, and she would still have my sister go buy stuff on credit. I'm like, Granny, why? But that's how she was conditioned. She never had enough money to go pay for everything in full.
Up front, yeah.
So she got used to even that. Granny, you got $1,000 and you put $50 on credit. Why? But that's what she knew. That's all she knew. When she died, a part of me died too. Cause I was never the same after that. I've gotten asked, do you feel your mom, neglected you? And I said the best thing she ever did.
Let's go.
You got to make a decision. You living on the south side of Chicago with 2 boys. Do you think they have a better chance being with your grandparents in rural South Georgia, or with you having to work every day and they're gonna have to be home alone? What do you think? You got to make a decision. Sometimes the best decision does not involve you, and it takes a real person to understand that. The best decision that my mom possibly could have made was to send us to rural South Georgia. She knew we was gonna get, we ain't gonna be eating no steak or anything like that. Yeah. We're gonna be eating a lot of possum and a lot of raccoon, but that's okay. That's okay.
Coon soup.
Oh yeah. Now you have to bake that thing. Have to get some, get you some aluminum foil, get you a baker, and cut him up. Get you some bell peppers, some onions. You make that thing nice and right. Put him in the oven about an hour and a half, 2 hours, about 350.
Tender.
Yeah. What?
Tastes like what? Chicken?
My sister make it fall off the bone right now.
Tastes like what?
She got one. She got one in the freezer right now.